Welcome back everybody. Today's video is going to be another reptile video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this terrarium. I'm going to be showing you everything that went in it from start to finish. I did everything from the rock formation, putting in the branches, planting it. So basically this just started off as a normal tank when I got it, and I have it for my Terrarium gecko back there. So I'm going to be showing you how I made the ledges, how I got the rock formation, and just made it look really realistic, like it was rock and wood. This project should be done outdoors for the sake of yourself and your pets. I did this away from all the animals. First thing you want to do is make sure that the tank is very clean. Wipe down all the glass with alcohol. I worked out where I wanted everything to be and used some props to hold everything in place. I used a foam gun to secure the branches to the glass and create a rock formation on the wall of the tank. The gun lets you be very precise with the foam, controlling how much comes out and exactly where you place it. My goal was to secure the branch and the pots to the wall. I waited for this part to dry for a few hours before continuing with the rock formation. It's easier this way because you can remove the props and have more room to work. I let the base dry and then layered the foam in a way that created ledges. After giving the foam 24 hours to dry, I used a razor to cut through the foam, taking away the bubbly look and making it look more like natural rock. The thicker you layer the foam, the longer you need to give it to dry. Carving out all the foam was a tedious task, and in some places it was very difficult to reach. I used a shop vacuum to pick up all the pieces and clean the tank. Next, I used a silicone one over all the bottom part of the foam and dumped coconut fiber over it. I wanted the bottom to look like dirt, like the edge of a hill where the soil has fallen, exposing the roots of a tree. The silicone is difficult to spread. I used a cheap paintbrush to smear it over the foam. Silicone 1 is what is recommended for reptile terrariums. It is not recommended to use silicone 2. Now, my regret here is not having a thick enough layer of foam. In hindsight, I would have added another inch of foam in order to make the carved layer more even. Once all the dirt was attached, I used more silicone to attach moss to the wall of the cage. Next, I wanted the top part of the cage to look like rock. I used a very thin layer of quick dry cement to coat the foam. I let this dry and added another layer. In between letting stuff dry, I painted the outside of the cage black, just to hide the orange foam. Any smudges or mistakes made with the paint, concrete, or foam on the glass can easily be removed with a box cutter knife, so don't worry about making mistakes. Once everything had dried, I painted over the concrete with non-toxic gray acrylic paint. This took a lot of paint. I then used a sponge with reddish-brown paint to give the rocks definition. You can use a sealant over the acrylic paint once you finish painting. It is recommended to let everything cure for a day or two before planting and putting in your reptile. However, I did not think that a few days was long enough. I let this tank sit for weeks before planting. I did not finish working on this terrarium until the smell completely went away. I picked out some nice plants for this tank and started planting. I had 2 large plants on the bottom and 3 small plants for the pots on the walls of the tank. I also added wood chips and moss over the dirt on the floor. and corkwood as a hide. And of course, the bioactive terrarium would not be complete without a cleanup crew. I'm using springtails in this tank. Here's the final results for this cage. Alright, here's my gecko, so let's see how she likes it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!